Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Autumn here today to do my intro for the 72-hour Smut Den reading vlog, readathon reading vlog, where this readathon is hosted by Cassidy, Rye, Mel, and Bobby. And I'll leave their channels linked down below if you're interested. And this readathon is a 72-hour readathon that starts today, May 12th at 9 p.m. Eastern Time and goes until Sunday, May 15th at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So for me, it's 6 p.m. my time, Thursday, May 12th, and goes until Sunday, May 15th at 6 p.m. my time. I am starting a little early. It is like 4:35, and you will see why when you see the first book. I don't know why I'm picking this first book, but it's on my TBR for the month, and we're gonna do it. So, I'm only gonna show you the ones I plan on reading. So every day I'm gonna alternate between the light wheel and the dark wheel. And today I spun the light wheel, so tomorrow's the dark wheel, and so forth. I spun 2 times because I like to have a audiobook and a Kindle or physical book. So there's that. And if I happen to finish the spins, which I don't think I will, 8 books is plenty. If I get through the 8 books, I will spin again. But yes, so I will insert me spinning them. I did do a clip of me showing the 4 light wheel and the 4 dark wheel, so you can see which ones I got. But let's get on to spin number 1. Spin number 1 was Grumpy Sunshine, and for that I'm going to read All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Zapata. And this is a chunker. It's over 560 pages, or it's like 560, it's just at 560. This is 4 hours and 43-minute audiobook. If I do it at 3.5 speed on my computer, I usually do 4 times speed. So I am gonna try. I'm almost down to 4 hours. I'm gonna try to get this down to 3 hours if possible before the readathon starts, but I make no guarantees. So yes, it's a chunker, but this is one of the ones that is on my TBR, so I figured I would try to get it on. And I don't really know much about this other than it's on a lot of people's Grumpy Sunshine recommendations videos, so I'm gonna read this. And then spin number 2 was Sports, which is one of my favorites, so I'm really happy with this one. And for this one I'm gonna read Tutoring the Player by Rebecca Ginshak. This was in the Hello Lovely book trope of the month for March, and I really have been wanting to read this and just have not picked it up. It is a football romance. I think he might be, but it could be hockey. All I know is that she is tutoring him. So yes, this is book 1 in the Campus Wallflowers, so I will be reading this one and I'm super excited. And this one's fairly short. It's just under 300 pages. It's like 285, so fairly short. And those are the 2 books I will be reading on day 1. I don't think I will finish All of Rhodes Lead Here, but I'm gonna try my hardest to do it. As I said, I do usually listen to it at 4 times speed, and I'm gonna try to get to 3 hours of this, because that gives me some wiggle room, because that puts me at like 9:30, and usually I go to bed at 10:30 because I do work tomorrow at 6. So usually I go to bed about 10:30, and we shall see. And I only work for 4 hours, so it's not too bad. I'll be home about 10:15 tomorrow and then read. But I just wanted to update saying these will be the 2 books I start with, and I'm super excited. As I said, I don't think I'm gonna get through all 8 of my spins that I spun, but I'm gonna try my hardest, and I'm excited for the most part. The only one that I'm really not excited for is actually the Grumpy Sunshine. I don't really, it's okay. But this is off my TBR, so it's good to read that. But I just wanted to update. It is now 4:40, so I'm gonna leave. So the sprints are gonna start in 50 minutes on Mel's channel, so I'll put those on, and yeah. Spin 1. Grumpy Sunshine. Spin 2. Sports. Here in a second I'm going to show you all of the spins I did for the 72-hour Smut Den. And when I start reading those, I will include the spin. But this is a 4-day-ish readathon, because it starts today at 6 p.m. my time. It's just now 4:30. I am starting a little early, and you will see why when you see my first book. But yes, I spun 2 times for every day, and I am alternating between the light wheel and the dark wheel, and I'm gonna show you what I got on the light wheel. And as I said, I will be doing the include those clips of me spinning those when I start reading them. But this is the light wheel, and those are the 4 prompts I got. Then this is the dark wheel and the 4 prompts I got for those. So what it does is day 1, day 2, day 3, and then day 4. And I will eventually tell you what I am going to read for those prompts, but I'm going to do that when it actually, wow, I'm really dark, sorry, and when I actually start reading those. And the next clip you see will actually be me introducing this vlog. So you'll already see that, and telling you what I'm planning on reading for the first 2 books. So yeah. So the readathon has officially started, and they're on their first sprint, 45 minutes. I am gonna go make some corn dogs because I've been wanting that and just haven't done it, so I'm gonna do that. But I got halfway through chapter 11 of this, so I am on page 189, and I have 3 hours and 8 minutes left. So I did fairly well before the readathon started, like I wanted to. So I'm enjoying this. This follows why can I think, Aurora, who moves back to her small town, and she lives across the street from her landlord and his son, and it takes place in a small town in Colorado, and I'm liking it. Again, honestly, Mariana Zapata is a slow burn author, and I'm not a huge slow burn person, so but it's good so far. As I said, I'm 189 pages in, and I have a big chunk left and 3 hours and 8 minutes left, and then I am going to start tutoring the player and read this too. But as I said, I am going to go downstairs and make some corn dogs. I think I'm going to take tutoring the player downstairs with me so I can read this while my corn dogs are cooking and while I eat. I'm also may put my earbuds in and listen to all Rhodes lead here. But I am gonna go downstairs and make dinner. Update: I had to make dinner twice because the corn dogs I made were disgusting, and I threw them out, and then I made an egg sandwich. So I've only really been reading for like maybe 45 minutes, so it's just now 8. So but in the 45 minutes that I've read, I read 82 pages of All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Zapata, and I am on page 287. There's no way I'm gonna finish this tonight, which is fine. I think if I'm gonna try to get to like maybe 21 or 26, maybe chapter 26. Let me see. I don't know, but I'm gonna read more of this. They're on their last sprint, and it's only 25 minutes, so I thought I would update real quick. But I will probably read until, honestly, I'll probably listen to this until 9:30 maybe. And I read 51 pages of Tutoring the Player, and this is really good so far. I'm really enjoying this. This follows, you would think I know, Daisy. That should be really easy. Daisy, and she is in physics class, and she has a crush on Liam, who is a hockey player, and Liam sits in front of her with his friend Jordan, and one day in class, it was a lab, her partner is not absent, so she joins Liam and Jordan as their lab partners, and it's really good so far. And I just got to the part where Jordan asks her to tutor him, and yeah, I'm really enjoying this, and I'm excited to continue on with this. I read, as I said, I said 51 pages. In the 45 minutes I've read this, I'm on 76 pages, but in the last sprint I read 51 pages. So 76 pages of this. As I said, I will probably stop listening to All Roads Lead Here about 9:30, and then I'll just probably read this in bed until about 10:30. I'm thinking. I'm hopeful that I can finish this, but I don't know. If I don't, that's fine. I'll finish both of these tomorrow and then move on to my other books. As I said, I do work tomorrow 6 to 10, but it should be relatively easy to finish these 2 books and then start my next 2. So yes, so I will update. It will probably be tomorrow, depending on if I want to update after the last sprint. But I'm gonna go read. Okay, so I have a little unboxing, and it's fitting that I got it this week because the shirt I got that I'm gonna unbox is actually from the Late Night Crew, and they are hosting the Smut Den, so it's fitting that I got this. And the shirt I got is the pink Late Night Crew shirt merch. It's really cute. I like it, and it looks very soft. It feels very soft, so yes, it's very fitting that I got this, and I'm excited to wear this. Add another shirt to my Bookis shirt collection, and then I'm wearing It's a Great Day to Read More Romance from Hello Lovely, because it is day 2 of the Smut Den. I have 44 minutes left of all roads lead here, and I finished Tutoring the Player last night, and I'm giving that 4.5 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed that. And today, spin number 3 was Age Gap, and for this I am really excited. I am going to be reading Medicine Man by Saffron A. Kent. I read my first Saffron A. Kent in February and really enjoyed it, and this is book 1 in the Heartstone series. I saw, was it last week? I think it was last week that I saw a Not Safe for Work art print for Medicine Man, and let me tell you, it's made me want to read this book even more than I already did. I have the audiobook of this, and I'm super excited to read this. This follows that 18-year-old who is in a hospital after an accident, and I think it's her psychiatrist that she... Yes. So this might be very, very taboo and forbidden. I mean, it is forbidden and age gap. I think he's like 30 something and she's 18. So this might not be for everyone, but I'm super excited to read this. And then the second spin I got was Bodyguard, right? I think so. Yeah, Bodyguard. And for this one, I'm actually going to read the 5th book in the Brutal Birthright series by Sophie Lark, which is Bloody Val, I think. I also have that on audio. So, yeah, those are the 2 books I'm going to read, and then finish All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Zapata. There's sprints on right now. I just got home from work. They just started at 10, which is the time I got off. So I'm gonna watch those and finish All Roads Lead Here and go from there. But yeah. So I finished All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Zapata. I'm giving it 3.5 out of 5 stars. Like all of her books, it's a slow burn, and I'm not a huge slow burn fan, but I keep reading them, and I own all of them on audio. I do like them. They're good. This was a good Grumpy Sunshine. This follows Aurora, who moves to a small town in Colorado, and she lives across the street from her landlord, Rhodes, and his son, and it's their story. So I did like it. 3.5 out of 5 stars. And then I finished this last night, Tutoring the Player by Rebecca Ginshak, which is my first book by her, and I gave this 4.5 out of 5 stars. Really enjoyed this. This was a new adult hockey romance, and this one was for sports, and this one was for Grumpy Sunshine. So there's that. And I really enjoyed Jordan and Daisy's story, and I'm super excited for the second book in this series, but it doesn't come out until September. But I'm pretty sure it's Gavin and Violet, which I'm all for, because you see them in this one, and I'm super excited for that book. And then I also finished Medicine Man. I'm so bad at vlogging today, so sorry about that. I've just been reading. But I finished Medicine Man by Saffron A. Kent, and I'm giving that 4 out of 5 stars. This one follows Willow, who is actually in a mental hospital after an incident. She threw herself off the roof, and people think she tried to kill herself, but it was just an accident. And while she's there, she meets Dr. Simon, and it's their story. This is very, very taboo and age gap, and very mental health wise. So just be aware, there is a lot of mental health. So if that's something that you don't really like or is a trigger for you, just be aware. But I liked it. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, and I found the not safe for work art thing, which I'll leave linked down below if you want to check it out. Yeah, it's top notch. And yeah, now I'm gonna start Broken Vow, which is the 5th book in the Brutal Birthright series by Sophie Lark. And I think the audio, I think it's like 2 hours and 21 minutes at 3.5 speed, but I listened to it on my computer at 4 times speed, so it'll probably be like 2 hours. They're sprinting. I have Cassidy's sprints on right now. It is a little after 5 p.m. so this readathon hasn't even been going on for 24 hours, and I've already finished 3 books, so I'm feeling good. And I will most likely finish Broken Vow today, but if I don't, that's fine. I went to bed later than I wanted to yesterday, finishing the Tutoring, the Playboy. I went to bed at 11:15ish. Well, actually I had trouble going to bed, so it was like 11:30. So yeah, I'm pretty tired. I do work tomorrow 6 to 10, and then I'm off until Tuesday. So yes, but I'm actually gonna go downstairs, drink some water. I think we're gonna order pizza for dinner, so I want to see if that's true. So yeah, so when I come back upstairs, I will start Broken Vow by Sophie Lark. And this is where I'm super tired now, so this is where all the yawning will come in. So yes, I will update later. Update, I've been meaning to mention, and I just keep forgetting, that while I was listening to all roads lead here, I really did like the audiobook too. So there was 2 narrators but only 1 point of view. So anytime the main guy Rhodes talked in her point of view, it was narrated by a guy, so I really like that. I love when the audiobooks have two narrators, one for women and one for guys. It just makes it more believable, so I really like that. Also, I am on chapter 10 of Broken Vow by Sophie Lark, which is the 5th book in the Brutal Birthright series. This follows Renoa. I don't know how to say her name. Rionona? I don't know. Something like that. Anyways, and she's a lawyer, and one night someone attacks her, and then you have Raylan, who is ex-military, and he is assigned to be her bodyguard. I'm really liking it so far. This one is the cowboy one. That's pretty much all I know about this one. But this is a lot of people's favorite in this series, I'm pretty sure. So yes, I'm liking it so far, but I just wanted to do a quick update. It is 7:20, and I think honestly I'm gonna spin, because I just been listening to audiobooks. I haven't really been reading today, so I want a book that I could read physically. So I have the spinner wheel here, and I am gonna spin. Fake dating, arranged marriage. That's dark. I'm gonna have to think on that. But I will look and pick something up. So I will be back when I decide what to read. Spin 3. Age gap. Spin 4. Bodyguard. So it is Saturday during the Smut Den, and I did finish Broken Vow yesterday by Sophie Lark, and I'm giving that 3 stars. That is the 5th book in the Brutal Birthright series, and that follows Ryan, I don't know how to say your name, and Raylan, and it was for bodyguard, and yeah, I did like it a little bit. I mean, I liked it, and so I read that. I did not actually, even though I spun again for the dark wheel, I did not actually pick anything else up, because I didn't finish Broken Vow until like 10:30 last night, so I didn't really pick anything up. And today is light wheel, and the first spun I got was for Fake Dating, Marriage of Convenience, which is going to be my audiobook, and for that I'm going to listen to Don't Kiss the Bride by Karina Cole. This is my first Karina Cole book, and I'm super excited to read. She does age gap books, and this one is an age gap, but it's also a marriage of convenience. This one I know does have to do with the eating disorder and like other mental health issues, so I do know that, so it's gonna be a little more hard-hitting, but I have that on audio. It's like 3 hours and 54 minutes, I think. So I'm gonna read that, and then my second spin was Small Town, and for that I'm gonna read Point of Origin by Rebecca Uros. This is point 5 in the Legacy series. This one has 2 novellas in this one, so it has Point of Origin and then Backfire. So there's 2. So the first one is 114 pages, and then the other one is like 272 pages. So I'm gonna read this one. This is set in a small town in, as I said, Legacy, Colorado, if I remember correctly. So I'm gonna read this, and I'm excited. This is also a second chance romance that follows Sebastian and Emerson, if I remember correctly. Yes. And Sebastian is a firefighter. I think there was a fire in their small town that happened 6 years ago, and then Sebastian leaves and he comes back when they're rebuilding the town. So I'm excited to read this. I have this on Kindle. I also have it physically, obviously, so I don't know which one I'll do, but I'm gonna listen to Don't Kiss the Bride. I will be taking a nap today at some point, so but right now there's sprints on Mel's channel, and it was 90-minute sprint, so figured I would update and tell you what I'm reading. But honestly, if I get Don't Kiss the Bride done today, I would be happy. I am gonna try to read this, but I think I would rather sleep. So but this is for Small Town, and then yeah, that's probably all. So after I finish the books today, I probably won't spin again because I'm tired of reading. I've read 4 books so far, so if I happen to finish this, it will be 6 books and over 200 pages. I mean, over 2,000 pages. So that's a lot. So, and I still have tomorrow, and yeah, so that is my update, and yeah. Spin 5. Fake Dating, Marriage of Convenience. Spin 6. Small Town. Update, I am 91 pages of in Don't Kiss the Bride by Carian. I'm really enjoying it. It is very hard to read, but I'm liking it. It follows Skylar, who lives with her mom, and her mom is a hoarder. So she doesn't really have access to her house because her mom is a hoarder and there's a lot of stuff. So her eating disorder is sort of based on her growing up, because she has, I forget what it is called, but it's like where she mentally can't eat certain foods, and it's because like when she was little, she had to eat, like she ate expired food or stuff like that. So I could see how that would cause anyone issues with food. And then you have Jude, who is older, and he offers to get married so she could have the meds and her appointments and everything and pay for it, and so she could get out of the house. And that's where I'm at. And so yeah, it's just now noon, but I am really tired, so I'm actually gonna take a nap. And I have 3 hours and 11 minutes left of this audiobook. So I'm gonna take a nap and hopefully be able to finish this today, but if I don't, it's not the end of the world. I will finish it tomorrow. I will wake up, because sometimes when I could take like on a good day I could take like a 3 to 5 hour nap. So depending on how long if I'm able to sleep, I do plan on staying up late tonight, so I will probably be able to finish Don't Kiss the Bride. I also read 26 pages of Point of Origin, and I'm liking it. As I said, this follows Emerson and Sebastian, and they meet after they see each other again after 6 years after Sebastian leaves. They are slowly rebuilding their town back to how it was after a fire. And Emerson is going away to London, and he comes back, and he actually thought she was already gone, so he came back thinking she was gone so he didn't have to see her, and then they run into each other. So that's where I'm at. But as I said, I'm gonna take a nap, and I will read some more of both of these. So but I will update when I read more. I am sorry, I am like 46% through Don't Kiss the Bride. Yeah, I'm on page 225 out of 506, so big chunker. And I'm really enjoying it. And now Skylar and Jude are now married, and I'm liking it. I have 2 hours and 10 minutes left of the audiobook, and it's just now 4 o'clock, so I should be able to finish it. They are sprinting. Now it's on Rice Channel, and I plan on staying up as long as they're sprinting, which will probably be like 11 to like 2, I think, my time. So if it's longer than if it's like 2 a.m. I probably won't stay up. I just have a hard time. But I did take like a 2-hour nap, so I'm feeling okay. I just had a late dinner. So I had one of like a burger joint deliver. So yes, I had some chili cheese fries and a hamburger. It was really good. So, and I just drank a Mountain Dew. So, yep, that is my update. As I said, I don't really have that much. I am liking Point of Origin, but I don't know if I want to read that. So depending on this one, I may just want to finish this one and then pick up another audiobook that's like a small town. Yeah, I don't know. But I have 2 hours and 10 minutes, so I'm gonna get back to listening to that, and yeah, that is my update. So I just finished Don't Kiss the Bride by Karina Cal, and I'm Cole. Wow. And I'm giving it 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. As I said, it is a little darker with the eating disorder and her mom being a hoarder, but it's a really good marriage of convenience. I really enjoyed it. And then I actually read a very, very smutty book. I read for Small Town, I read His Tasty Cherry Pie by Olivia T. Turner, and I gave that 3.5 out of 5 stars. This follows Charlotte, whose dad did something and she's being blasted because of what he did. She lived in New York and was very sheltered, so like she doesn't know anything, and like like a lot of people that their parents do rich stuff, and she moves in with her aunt in a small town in Connecticut, and then she gets a job at a bakery, and then you have Malcolm, who is the bakery owner's son, and it's their story. This is very smutty, and it's 100 pages, and I've read Olivia T. Turner before, so I knew what to expect, and I really enjoyed it. I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars. They just came back from a sprint, so on the next one I will spin again, but I just wanted to update that I just finished both of those books. So I've done 6 books so far for the readathon, and I'll spin again and whatnot. So yeah. So in the last clip, I know I said I was going to spin the wheel again, but I am actually just going to read something I want to read, and not really worry about that, because I've read 6 books already, so I'm not like really wanting to read right now. So I may not even read. I may just watch some more Discovery of Witches season 2. I'm on episode 2 of season 2, so I may just watch that. But I also may read something, but it's not going to be for any tropes. I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to read for me. So, but yes, or technically you're supposed to spin this wheel that you did for today, but I might just start tomorrow's books, honestly, because tomorrow I have 2 audiobooks, and I think they're like 7 hours, so maybe that's what I'll do. I'll just start one of those audiobooks and go from there. I think that's probably what I'm gonna do. Cheat a little bit, but it's fine, because technically I didn't spin today, so there's that. So, because I spun before the readathon even started, so but there's that. So I'm gonna start Heavy Crown by Sophie Lark because I spun Mafia. And then the last spin I spun, spin number 8, was Age Gap. And for that I'm going to read Dark Notes by Pam Godwin. So those are the last 2 books I'm going to try to read. And if I could get to Heavy Crown today, finish that today, that would be great. And then go from there. That's what I'm gonna do. Again, I still may watch an episode or 2 of Discovery of Witches, but that sounds like a plan. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start Heavy Crown, which is the last book in the Brutal Birthright by Sophie Lark. So I will update when I start that. Spin 7. Mafia. Spin 8. Age Gap. It is the final day of Smut Den, and I am reading Heavy Crown. I didn't actually start this last night. I just didn't really read after I finished Don't Kiss the Bride. So this is going to be for Mafia, and this is the 6th and final book in the Brutal Birthright series, and I'm on chapter 24. I have like an hour left in the audiobook, and I'm really enjoying this one. This follows Yelena and Sebastian, and it's very Mafia, and I'm really liking this one. This one might be my favorite, so I'm really enjoying this one. And they are sprinting, and yeah, I may take a nap after this one and then read my Age Gap. I'm debating between reading the 2nd book in the Heartstone series by Saffron A. Kent, or do I read Dark Notes by Pam Godwin, which I have on audio. I think I might save Dark Notes because Pam Godwin is the next Mystic Box author, and I will get 2 books for that, but so I could do like a reading vlog, new to me author vlog with that. So I may save that and read. Sorry, my camera died. I may save Dark Notes for that video, which I probably am leaning towards, and read Dreams of 18, which is Age Gap. Or do I read another Karina Cole book, Torn, because that's also Age Gap. Uncle, which I have on audio. I don't know which one. So I think it's gonna be either between Torn or Dreams of 18, but maybe, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know. But I will read one of those 2, I think, or I could pick another Age Gap dark book. But ooh, you know what? I should probably pick the Be Celeste one, which is like Age Gap. There Are No Tomorrows. Let me see. I don't know. I'll see which out of the 3 that I'm leaning towards, I'll see which one has the best ratings. So let's see. The Truth About Tomorrow. So I'll see. I have that one on audio too. Let's see. Let's go to Goodreads. Okay. Well, actually, Torn doesn't have dark in this thing, so maybe I won't read that. I mean, that doesn't mean anything. It is very dark. But this one has a 416. So there's that. And Dreams of Autumn. Dreams of 18 has a 3.89. And this one has a 3.9. Okay. But I don't know if Torn is dark, because this is age gap on the dark wheel. So I'm seeing if people say it's dark, but not seeing. Okay, yeah, I'm not seeing it being dark, and so I don't think I'm gonna go with this one, because I want a dark age gap. And so let's see. And I know Dreams of 18, you will see it has the little dark there, so I know that's dark. And The Truth About Tomorrow also has it. And this one I know is very dark. This one is very taboo. And age gap, because this follows the brother in the first book, and like, so, but I don't know. Or should I just go with Dark Notes? That's 411. Why? Usually it doesn't. I love the age gap, so that's why I'm like, I don't know which one I want to read. So. Well, I guess it really just depends on if I want an audiobook or if I want to read a Kindle. And I don't know the answer to that. I will either go, I think I'm probably gonna do Dreams of 18 by Saffron because I have the collection of her Heartstone series, and like right there, and it's 40% of that book. So it's pretty long, but also I would like to continue on with that series. But I could also do The Truth About Tomorrow, and that will be finishing a series. So I don't know what I'm gonna read, but I am gonna continue reading Heavy Crown and do that, and I will decide which age gap I'm gonna read. But yeah, I just wanted to update. I finished Heavy Crown by Sophie Lark, and I'm giving it 4 out of 5 stars. It was definitely my favorite book in the Brutal Birthright series, and I'm glad I finished that. It is almost 12:15, and I'm gonna take a nap, and when I wake up I will start Dreams of 18 by Saffron and that will be for my age gap, and I probably won't finish it before the readathon ends for me because it ends 6 p.m. my time. But I am gonna start that, and we'll see. And yeah, but I did like Sebastian and Yelena story, and yeah, so that was my 7th book for the readathon, which is really good, so I'm really happy with that. As I said, I probably won't finish Dreams of 18, so I will probably only read 7 books, but I have read some chunky books, so I'm okay with that, and 7 books in 3 days is really good, so I would be happy with that. But I am actually, as I said, I'm gonna take a nap, and I will go from there. So I will update when I start reading Dreams of 18. Update, I decided to read a shorter smutty book for age gap just because I wanted to read 8 books, and I chose his Plus Size Accident, which is an age gap small town romance secret baby series by Jess Winters, I think. I'm almost done with it. That's the cover. You can't see from my computer. There, that's the cover. This will probably get 3 stars. It's cute. This follows Jade, who is a plus-size college, and her friend Mara goes to a painting class where she sees Anthony, who is 15-ish years older than her, and he is a model, and they hook up, and then it's like, I don't know how many months later, and they run into each other again, and she has a baby. But I'm using this for age gap, and I'm on the last chapter. It's 58 pages, so I'm on page 50. so I should be able to finish this in the next like 3 minutes. But I just wanted to update, and then I will probably, this is book 1. There are 2 other books in the series that I got from Kindle Unlimited that I might also just read, but I'm not going to spin the wheels anymore. I'm just going to read what I want to read for the last 2 hours. If I read at all, I might not read at all. But I had a really great time doing this, and I read some good books. So I'm gonna go so I can finish this, and then I will probably just do a wrap up of everything I read. Is probably gonna be the next clip. So I'm here to update, wrap up my vlog for the 72-hour Smut Den ReadAthon. I read a total of 8 books, and a total of 2,878 pages were read in the 72 hours, and I enjoyed pretty much everything I read. I had no 5-star reads, which is totally fine. I had 3-star reads, and then most of them were 4-star or ish, something like that. So I'm just briefly gonna mention what I read and what I gave it and what it meant the prompt for, because you'll hear me talk about each of these books in this vlog. So the first one I read was Tutoring the Player by Rebecca Ginshak, and this was for sports on the light wheel. I gave this 4.5 out of 5 stars. It was really cute. I really enjoyed it, and definitely excited to continue on with the series and read more Rebecca Ginshak. Then I read All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Zapata, and this was on the light wheel for Grumpy Sunshine, and this I gave 3.5 out of 5 stars. Then I read Medicine Man by Saffron A. Kent, and I gave that 4 stars, and that is book 1 in the Heartstone series. And I use this for age gap. I'm looking at my novel companion where I write everything down. Then I read Broken Vow by Sophie Lark, and I gave that 3 stars, and that is book number 5 in the Brutal Birthright series, and that was for Bodyguard. Then I read His Tasty Cherry Pie by Olivia Turner, and I gave that 3.5 out of 5 stars, and that was for Small Town on the light wheel. Then I read Don't Kiss the Bride by Carian, and I gave that 4 stars, and that was for fake dating, marriage of convenience, and that was on the light wheel, and was my first book by Carian, and super excited to read more books by her. Then I read Heavy Crown by Sophie Lark, which is the 6th and final book in the Brutal Birthright series, and I gave that 4 stars. My favorite book in the series, and that was for Mafia. And then lastly I read His Plus Size Accident by Jess Winters, and this was for age gap on dark wheel. Even though it wasn't really dark, I'm still counting it because I wanted to read 8 books. So that one's a stretch a little bit, but it's fine. And I gave that 3 stars. And those are all of the books I read this weekend, and I had a really great time. So thank you Cassidy, Mel, Rye, and Bobby for putting on this readathon and hosting sprints where I was able to read all of these books. And I'm excited to see what's next. And if you participated, how many books did you read? And if you've read any of these, what did you think of them? And I'll see everyone later. Bye!